Hey everybody, welcome back to 14 Mason Jars. If you want to see how we turned our fairy garden into the spooky Halloween garden, keep watching. So welcome to our garden. This is my son Mark and his beautiful fiancée Christina, and we're ready to go. My husband took a trip to Lowe's earlier that week and got all the plants for me as part of my Mother's Day gift. So here they are all lined up in their positions where they're going to be planted. So there was no existing flower bed there. The kids actually made the flower bed for me and put everything down themselves. So I used Miracle Grow, potting soil, and black mulch. And then I just put down a row of rocks all the way around just to keep everything in place so while the plants were settling in. So of course, in typical 14 Mason jar fashion, we needed some more stuff out there. So we took a quick trip over to our local farmer's market. And before I even realized it, the flowers had started to bloom and the garden was really beginning to take shape. It was really getting to have a personality all of its own, and I loved it. I love every minute of it. I planted some mums in these pots here and made these bird houses and put some little yard yammies in it. My husband does a wonderful job all year round taking care of the grass and maintaining the lawn. And this is what the fairy garden looked like towards the end of last summer. This year, almost everything we planted came back and was beautiful. I added some impatiens towards the front of the flower bed just to give it some color and waited a couple weeks for them to come into full bloom. And here is the fairy garden, the middle of the summer. Everything is in full bloom. The daisies and the lilies are out. I added some yard yammies from various places. I've been picking them up as I go all year. If I see anything unique, I grab it. Then I had to replace the things that didn't make it last year. And that's always a fun thing for us to do, find new things for the garden. And throughout the summer, I weed periodically. It's easier this year than it was last year, so it wasn't too difficult this year. Make sure I cut back any dead flowers or anything that doesn't look like it's doing too well. But this year, everything pretty much did well, so I didn't have too much maintenance to do. But then at night, our fairy garden turns into a place for the grown and sexy. So back here you can see this is where the lilies and daisies were, and we've had some problems with some invasion of the Chinese lanternfly. So that's why these plants here are looking a little peaked. So I'm going to cut back some of these leaves that were chewed on and make room for some other things I'm going to put out here. So here are my lilies that have already bloomed, and this is what I'm cleaning up, this area here. All this dead stuff here needs to come out of there. Check the yard yammies out, make sure they're in good shape. Cut back some of these things because the fairies are going to get lost in the garden here. So there are fairies here, they're under here somewhere, buried deep somewhere. Now, over here, what I've been working on this morning. Hi, guys. Say hello. Here's my owl. My channel. These little things I got from, I want to say, what is it, Family Dollar. It won't clearance, so they were marked down half price, so I ended up paying like $3 for them. So, all right, let's see what we have here. So this is what I did today. You can see the difference from over there, where it's a straight jungle. Then here I could cut back some of the foliage and things back here. clean this out a little bit. So I left it with a little bit of volume so I can decide what I want to put, what I want to do. But at least it's clean. You can see these little, I want to say impatiens are doing really well. These daisies, I'm pleased with these because as their buds are dying, new ones are replacing them, so I don't have to come out and keep deadheading them, which is awesome. So I'm going to keep my way working. I'm going to keep on working around the back over here, and I'm going to work my way around to the side that I haven't done yet. So I was able to finish cleaning out the flower beds and getting all the dead leaves and cleaning up any of the anything that might have fallen into the garden. It wasn't too much trash. I get that on a daily basis, but any loose papers or anything that really didn't belong. I took a minute and cleaned all that up, and then I cut back any yellowing or brown or dead leaves, just so everything would still look fresh and green. Because it's still summer and it's very, very hot, and that's half the problem. So if you notice my daisy bushes, I did cut my daisies back significantly, and underneath I'm seeing all this new green foliage, and even a few buds are coming through. So I think what was happening this year was so hot, we were watering a lot and concentrating on trying to make sure the plant roots got watered, and there was some rot in there. So there's a couple of leaves I still need to go in by hand and of course clean out and stuff like that. So we'll get there. But today I really wanted to kind of give this garden some shape. Again, this is cleaned out significantly. Everything is cut back. This small little bush here I cut back to a little daisy bush. And then the front wasn't too bad, just the way the grass wants to fight its way back and grow through the flower beds. I don't use any kind of pesticides. We have too many feral animals and things that visit our yards, squirrels, and we have raccoons and skunks and all kinds of things out here, possums and cats. So here we are. So that's what we did this morning. So I just dug out this pot here, and I'm going to put down a little fresh potting mix and put in this mum. So these are just these are annual mums. So by the time the cold weather hits, we're going to have to do something else. So I just was digging up the dirt from the plants that didn't make it. How do I say goodbye? The daisies. It was just too hot this summer, and they just did not do well in these pots. So I have 2 more mums, total of 3 altogether that we're going to put down today. Our mums are down. And what I didn't realize is I got 1 yellow and 2 white. I thought they were all yellow, but it'll work out. I just gotta move these, switch out these 2 pots here. The actual physical pots. I'm not gonna take the plants out, but so it'll be white, yellow, and then white when they come in. But that'll be pretty. Because I was thinking that the white will actually tie in the bones from the skeleton that I have in the yard. So let's take a look. And here it is, 2022's Haunted Spooky Garden. I hope you guys enjoy this. We had a ball doing it this year. So there is my spooky cat, the skeleton cat, and the ghost, and the boo sign, and the haunted tombstone. All that came from Five and Below, either this season, a couple of seasons back. Those big pumpkins in the front came from Dollar General, as did those sunflowers in the back. And then the cat with the hat, and then the pumpkin with the hat. Well, the cat that's Hexie the cat, and that's Merlin with the sorcerer's hat on. They came from Home Depot a few years ago. And then I also have some little homemade things and little signs I got from the Dollar Tree and all that I kind of put in the back, towards the back. So if you're sitting out back, you have something to look at. Thank you so much again for watching my video. If you enjoyed this, please hit like and subscribe. Again, 14 Mason Jars is really a family channel, and my family put so much into making all this happen. My son and his fiance came from Florida and made this flower bed for me, and I can't tell you how much we've been enjoying it. So hope you've been inspired to create a little spooky garden for yourself. So if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.